Hey guys! Welcome back once again to Let's Play Breath of Fire. When we last left off, we snuck into Nanai, and just to show you, there's nothing in any of these little buildings this shape, so I wouldn't even bother going in them. Can't get into the pub, but what you can do is you can actually sneak over here. Nothing to the south, don't bother going down there, and if you hug this right here, you can get into this weapon shop. And if you have enough money, you can buy a longsword. Now, let's see. I might have enough stuff to sell. I don't think I do. Yeah, I didn't think I did. But anyway, we'll come back for the longsword here in a minute. You can also buy an iron rapier for a character that we don't have just yet. But really, it's not worth it, because of another item we're going to get at the end of this dungeon right here. Now, there is absolutely nothing up those stairs, there's nothing to the left, and there is nothing to the right. Slightly annoying, honestly. Now, what my plans are for this dungeon is I'm going to go to the end of the dungeon, show you how to get there, walk back out with the money and equipment that I have gotten from in here, and I'm going to go out and buy that longsword. It makes this next upcoming boss fight a lot easier because it's actually rather hard. It would be almost impossible if you weren't faster than he was. But thankfully, mostly you're faster than he is. Make sure you have plenty of antidotes. The P-bugs are a lot more common down here than they were in the castle that we just left. Oh, shoot. You want to try to be level 8 before you fight the boss, something like that. But to save time and to save my antidotes, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and use a marble. Now the marble 3s don't last that long, but you know, if you just want to get a little distance without getting into a random battle, then they're really good. Lots of money and stuff you can use down here, like that bolt stone, which will come in very handy in the boss battle. The thing that makes this boss upcoming really hard is the fact that he heals himself. I'm not going to use another marble, just go ahead and get into some more random battles. Gotta build up my money, you know. I'm not quite there. I need $22.50, I think, is how much the longsword costs. Ah, this. Most of the battles down here, there's really no new enemies down here that you didn't face in Camelon Castle. The big difference is that they appear in larger groups. You can fight P-bugs in groups of up to 3. You can fight those beaks, those blue gong heads, is what they're called in later games. The spiky bird things with beaks. You can fight those in groups of 2 and 3. And then you can do the fight that I just fought right there. Arm pad is a much better piece of equipment. I'll go ahead and heal myself. Make sure you have at least 12 herbs before you come down here. It is essential that you have enough herbs to heal through the boss's damage. Because if you don't, well, you know, you die and then you've wasted all that time. Because it's a rather long boss battle, which is the big downside to it. 70 gold pieces. Not bad. This game is the beginning of this game is a lot harder than Breath of Fire 2 and 3, partly because at the beginning of Breath of Fire 2 and 3 and even 4 and 5, you're, well, not 4, not 5, I mean, you start, well, no, not even 5. This is the only game where the main character starts by himself. And unlike Breath of Fire's 2 and 3, the main character in this game does not have any healing abilities whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the Gloom first so he doesn't lightning me. My defense is a lot higher, so these beaks are not nearly as dangerous as they were when you're going into Camelon Castle at level 1. Over here, we're about to get another Firestone. So, assuming you didn't get lucky like I did with the Firestone drop from the Frog boss, you should have a Boltstone and a Firestone at this point. Now, I recommend you whittle down the next upcoming boss down to about half health, about where Ryu's bar is right now. And then either you can... Well, actually, I take that back. The best place to whittle down his HP to is to where his bar is right under his name, like the edge of his name. And I'll show you here in a moment. I don't have enough. I do not have enough herbs to fight this boss. But that's okay because I'm going back outside here in a moment anyway. We're almost at the end of this dungeon. Now, this game would just be so much better. Well, not better per se, although I do wish that Ryu himself had more attack abilities for himself to utilize. Now, actually, what you can do here is go down these stairs. Now, this is where the boss is. I'm gonna stop the recording. Excuse me. Go back up to the top of the place, buy the longsword, maybe pick up some more herbs, but of course I gotta go back to Drogen to do that. Anyway, pick up some herbs and stuff, and then I'll meet you back right here. So, you know, see you then. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry that took so long. Go ahead and just to show you the power difference between the longsword and the bronze sword. Yeah, that's a really big jump. Now, hopefully, I can finish this fight in the roughly 5 or so minutes I have left. But like I said, this is kind of a long battle that really just comes down to attrition. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack him. Oh, 16 points of damage, that's not bad. Now, he's hitting me for 8. Now, don't come in here at any level lower than 8. You're just really asking for trouble if you do. Now, when you get down to about 20-ish HP, when you get down to your 20s, take it off auto battle. Because he can use a... If an attack would take you down below 20 hit points, you need to heal because he can do that. But since I am faster than him, I can actually let it go. And I'll heal this next turn. The longsword really makes this fight a lot easier, so typically I end up buying it. Really, it makes several of the boss battles you end up fighting easier. But, because that's all really Ryu can do is attack. Let's see, he's almost there. When his HP bar gets to about where his the T in his name is, or a little bit under, that's when you need to use your stones on him. Start with the Bolt Stone and then use the Fire Stones. Alright, I'll attack him one more time. Now, he basically only has 3 things that he'll do. 1 is he'll attack you with the sword. 2 is he'll do the Thunderbolt attack. And 3, the most annoying thing he does is he can heal himself. Just like that. Which is why you need to wait until his HP's down. Further than that. If you wait till the H, apparently, it looked like that would have killed him. He restores about, I would say, about 20 HP. Go ahead and use this other Firestone just to get him on his second wind. Now this guy actually gets a little more physically strong at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and use an herb in case he decides to Thunderbolt. You can see his physical attacks are doing a lot more damage, about 5 points more, which might not sound like a lot, but yeah. Cool, level up. And then he explodes, and you take the key. Yes. Now I'm gonna see if I can do this in the time limit. Now if you wait long enough, see that gate locked down there, you're supposed to go out here. Now if you wait long enough, you get a little message. Run while you can, for I am returning. And then of course Nanai explodes, because that's what things do in Breath of Fire games. They explode. You gave up Nanai to destroy the forces of the Dark Dragons. Well, considering there was pretty much 1 civilian in there, that's not too bad, I guess. I hope that shopkeeper got out okay. So now what we gotta do is we got to go to Nanai. Now if you talk to everyone here, they pretty much just say, we're gonna stay here and rebuild. We're gonna move here. Please come back safe. Yes. Well, anyway, one of the items we got from there is we got the... Where is it at? E-key. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the E-key right there because... Oh, it's so useful. And I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'll see you guys next time on Breath of Fire. This is Treble. And I'm going to do something else right now. I'll see you later.